So Madison Cawthorn says that he wants to run for office again. The Trump administration is ignoring him, apparently, because he's not a viable option, they said. So let me go back here. That child got some nerve, but you go right ahead. You go right ahead. Where is that? Madison Cawthorn, returning to Congress, he suffers a major blow, reported that the Donald Trump administration wants nothing to do with him after a controversial term in the White House, or in the House. Now, mind you, didn't he come in the same time as MGT and Boebert? But anyhow, he was ousted because they wrote about him in New York Magazine that he had self-imposed scandals to where he was pulled over for speeding. He took a gun to the airport a couple times, I remember. He had some sort of videos. He was humping some dude that didn't go over well with the conservatives either. He talked about the parties that were apparently baseless, but no. Talked about the parties that they had with all the Republicans. There were like orgies and things. He had a sexual misconduct allegation and some insider trading, according to this article in something. I think this is Newsweek. Anyhow, so he was not the most popular thing in the world. But he wants to come back to the world of politics. What's that look like for him? What's that look like for Madison Cawthorn? Okay, 9 of Pentacles, that's security. The Queen of Cups, support. The 5 of Cups, grief and sorrow and loss. 5 of Swords, defeat. Knight of Cups, which is image. The Fool. The Tower, because why not? The Page of Cups. The 2 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Cups. I thought so. He has not a problem with just his actions. Naivety, naivety, naivety. You don't need all 3 of them there, but when you have all 3 of them there, he lives in a world where what he does doesn't happen. Like, no one knows about his insider trading. No one knows about his sexual misconduct allegation. No one knows or cares that he was pulled over for speeding, even though he's in a wheelchair. No one knows or cares that you took a gun to the airport twice. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. There's something in his brain that's just not clicking with the other things that would retain knowledge. Here with the Knight, or the 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups, he has some sort of money that he could be using for this type of thing. And so I think he may believe that since I have the funds, I should just do it, because that's half the battle in politician land. But his image with the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Cups means that your image is tarnished. The past, which is what the 5 of Cups is grieving over, the past is what's haunting you, naturally. And then there's defeat with the 5 of Swords, and then in the warning position is the Tower card. This will blow up in your face and possibly even get worse. Mind you, he was arrested not too long ago because he failed to show up in court. Again, this is a person who is going through life believing that things are not supposed to happen to him. This is the card of naivety because it's childhood, 6 of Cups. This is the card of naivety because the Page of Cups has a very soft heart. They have one of the kind of personalities where they trust everybody. They'll trust the devil if he smiles in the right way. And then there's the fool who is just naive by nature. He doesn't really know what's ahead of him because he doesn't really care. You know, he's just going to march out and see what happens. And so you have this approach to the real world that you really don't need to have because you're playing in a different time. If you were naive about, you know, taking swimming lessons or something, that's a different thing because you have an instructor there, and so you maybe not know what you're getting into, but there's somebody there that can help you along the way. Politics is not that thing. Politics will eat you alive, Madison Cawthorn, because they remember you, sir. This is the past. Do you really think they're going to let the guy who's tried to blow the whistles on their orgies back in and say, yeah, come on in? And if they do, beware the large hill and the strong wind, because if you don't think they're going to push you and see how far, you can fall. And I guess your naivety is stronger than I thought, but we shall see.